Hi everybody, Robert here again with Revit training. So in this exercise, we're going to look at calculated values in tags and schedules. Just continuing from where we left off. So what we want to do is we want to create a schedule using a calculated value. We're going to create a room tag using a calculated value. And we're going to modify the room size and modify the value all at once. So we're in this file here. We're in this ground floor administration wing. I can send you this file. I got it from Elise Moss uh, study guide for Revit certification. So we got the ground floor activated. So now what we want to do is we want to select one of these room tags, just any one, and we'll take this one here, and then we'll right click and we'll edit this family. I'm sorry. Do I have it? Must don't have it. Let's cancel that. There you go. Oh, this could get a little tricky, so let's just. There we go. We got it. Edit family. Okay. Now we're in this family, and what we want to do is we want to go into the label command under the create tab, and we'll select our label. Okay. And then we'll select our label and we'll place it right about here, right? We want to click and place it under or below the existing labels that we already have in here. So we'll place it here. Okay, now the next thing we want to do is we want to select this little f of x. This is our add calculated value parameter. So let's select that. And here in the top name, we want to call this maximum occupancy. Okay. Now, for the formula here, we're going to go round down. We're going to go parentheses, and then another parentheses. We're going to say area. This one is a little complicated. There are a lot of easy ones like volumes, linear feet, footage. Let's just keep this gaps. So on and so forth. We just want to use this one because we want to keep our room. We want to just do something with our rooms. Basically, we want to do an occupancy value. So we're going to go time divided by 0.3%. 0.3 parentheses. Okay, now the 0.3 is our occupancy factor. Okay, the round down area is the value of the area that we have already in our room areas volumes from the formulas that we from the exercise we used previously. So I think everything looks good there. What we're gonna find out, we push OK. Okay, good. So now in the prefix column, we want to just type MAXOCC. Equal. Okay, that's all we need there. Then we press OK. And there's our new, oh, I want to go and edit that. I don't want that plus. I want to equal bugger. Well, I think when I make mistakes here, I have to go back. And just go ahead and edit label. This will be equal. Okay. We'll say OK. All right. Now, so let's just position this label right about here. Yep. Now we have this room, this tag already created. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna save this guy. I'm gonna save it on my desktop. So we'll do a file. And we just do a save. Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna file. Yep, save as. This is a family. I'll put him on my desktop so I can find this guy. And we'll just call this room tag with occupancy. Okay. And we'll save that on our desktop or wherever you want to put these. We'll save it. And now I want to load this into my project. So what I'll do is go load in the project. Okay. Now, let's just hit the modify tab. Okay. So now what we want to do now is we want to just select one of our tags, right click, and we want to go to our select all instances visible in view. And then we want to go into our type selector and find that guy we just made and we loaded it in. Is that it right there? Yeah, that's it. Okay, wait a second. I'm sorry. From the type selector. Hmm. Here it is. Room tab with occupancy. And there we go. So there's our occupancy values that we placed in that new family we made. We probably should have brought these in a little closer. They're so far away. But let's just edit this quickly. Let's just bring this up to about here. Let's load in the project. Roll right. That's a little better. Okay, now since we have our new occupancy values in our new family, okay, and the room tags are all updated with the occupancy for each room. Okay, now we want to do is go to our view tab and we'll select schedules and schedule the quantities. So now right here we'll go down to rooms. Okay, all the way down there, rooms. Okay, now here we want to change this name to room occupancy. O-C-C, cool, P-A-C-Y, room occupancy, and then we'll press OK. So now we want to add fields here. So our fields will be number, room name, right there, and area. I think that would be important. Now, we have our fields all set. Now let's go and add our select calculated value, this guy right here. And now here we want to call this, we want to name this maximum room capacity. So let's go max. Maximum room capacity. Okay. Now, After we do that, we want to select this little builder button here, right next to formula. And we'll select this now. And what we'll do is we'll select area and place and say OK. Now, we want to modify the formula to read this actually. So let's go and say area divided by 1 square footage brackets. We're going to want out front here as well. Be very careful with our syntax. Okay. And we want to divide this by okay. The occupancy factor, that'll be 0.3. All right. And that's going to be in parentheses. So I hope that's right. We're going to find out if it's not, because it'll tell if this is wrong if I got all our syntax right. So, nope, it's not right. We actually want to say rundown right here out front. So let's go round down, I'm sorry. And we want to have another parentheses here. Okay, I think we got it. So I'm going to press OK here. Lovely. Nothing came up to scare me out of the world. Now we want to go in and select our filter tab. So we'll select filter, and we're going to filter this guy by number. We want to filter by a number here. Let's say number. And then we're going to say, let's see, number. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, we want to filter by a number, and this is going to be greater than, is greater than, and we'll say 9 right here. Now let's go to our sorting and grouping. Now in the sorting and grouping, we want to sort by number, and that's going to be ascending. And we want to select our grand totals, and we want to itemize every instance. And the custom grand total title here will be total capacity. This will give us a total capacity of all the occupancy for the whole building area. Capacity. Okay. Then from that point, we'll select OK. And this is our schedule now. So these are all of our room numbers, our room names, our areas, and our room occupancy. So basically, you know, these are the number of occupants can be in these rooms based on the square foot and that factor. Now, like I said, we can use other different types of things in our calculated value area. I've used it for volume and weights and things like that. Okay, so now let's go back. Now we want to do one other thing here. Let's go back into our ground floor area and notice our values. So let's use the crossing to select the right wing. So let's go and just grab this area right here. And we want to move from this point, let's move this, say 12 feet. Okay. Now, and then the warning sign will come up and say remove constraints. Let's remove them. And now, as you can see, these factors changed. The room that's got bigger, the factors changed. I'll just undo so we can see for sure how they work. You see here we got 457, and let's redo it. And they change. So anyway, that's about it for this assignment. We went over calculated view values. Uh, we did 3 things here. We created a schedule using calculated values. We created a room tag using that value. And we modified the size to show how it changes. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video or you have any comments, please comment in the section below. Or if you want this file for practice, or you can use any file, I'll be happy to send it to you. Thanks again, and bye. Have a good night.